Hello everyone and welcome to a new vlog. As you can probably tell, this vlog is a little bit different because I am currently on holiday in Kos. For those of you who don't know, Kos is one of the Aegean islands. It's an island off the coast of Greece. And Tom and I have come on a holiday here for a week. Now, actually, I say a week. If you've watched my first video, which is my travel day vlog, I will leave it linked up above and down below, you will know that we had a 22-hour delay. So a 7-day holiday has turned into a 6-day holiday instead, which I'm definitely gutted about, but it's just unavoidable, unfortunately. And yeah, we will definitely be contacting TUI and trying to sort out some compensation, but at least we're here now, guys. We've made it, and I'm just extremely happy to finally be here and to just be abroad in such a beautiful country, because I'm gonna show you guys the outside in a minute and you'll see how I've just fallen in love instantly. First off though, I am gonna give you a room tour. I did do this very quickly at the end of my travel day vlog, but it was very late. We'd just gotten in. I feel like I was a bit all over the place because of how long we'd had to travel. So I will just show you the room quickly. As you come in through the front door, you do have a cupboard here with a safe. I've put some of my clothes there already. And then in front, we have the bathroom. Now it does look like this. I'm in my bikini, hello. And we have the shower there, the toilet, and the sink, and some towels, of course. And then coming back into this room, it's definitely not as clean as it was on the first night because our stuff is just all over there. But yeah, this is the rest of the room. We have the double bed, which is lovely, and some lamps there as well. Now we do have a television, but a lot of the channels are in Greek, so we can't watch most of them, but there are a few UK ones. Not gonna lie, we haven't really put it on yet because we've just been so caught up in the holiday and just being here that we've been at the bar and doing different things. So yeah, we haven't really used the telly, which is lovely actually. And then we do have a little plug here for mosquitoes because they are everywhere, guys. The first night we got here, there were 4 mosquitoes in our room, which is not what you want to be seeing, but it can't be helped. I think the cleaners had left the window open, which is why they were here. So we have rectified that, we have closed all the windows, and yeah, hopefully we won't have any more unwanted visitors. But the star of the show, guys, and what I will show you more in depth in a second, is the outside bit. So if I turn you around, we have these sliding doors here. And then if I just show you quickly, we have our little, I was gonna say balcony. It's not a balcony, it's a seating area. We're on the ground floor. This hotel is actually made up of like little apartments, and I think they're only 2 stories high each. So yeah, we're on the bottom floor of this one. But if I just pan you upwards, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see, but the pool is literally right there. So we can walk from here straight to the pool and get there within 2 minutes. So that is what I'm gonna do in a second. I'm gonna take you down to the pool with me. I am gonna switch to my GoPro just because I don't want this camera getting wet. So if the quality is a little different, if the shot is a bit wider, that is why. But in terms of reading, because this is more or less going to be a reading vlog, I have, as I mentioned, filmed a travel day vlog, which will be separate to this one. And we have just booked an excursion today for a boat trip, and I will be filming a separate vlog for that as well, just so I can show you a bit more of Kos in a different video. This is just going to be dedicated to what I'm reading. And currently the book I'm reading is the second book in the 6 Tudor Queens series. I think it's called 6 Tudor Queens, Anne Boleyn, A King's Obsession by Alison Weir. I'm almost finished with it, and I should be done with it by the end of today, honestly. I've got about 100 pages left, and I have been devouring it, guys. I did start it about a year ago, and I put it down for some reason and never carried on with it. And because we had such a long travel day, I had enough time to dive back into it and just get fully immersed in it. And today, as I mentioned, has been no different. I've sat down, I read most of it, and I just have the last 100 pages or so to go. But if you couldn't guess, this is a book following Anne Boleyn, who was Henry VIII's second wife. And it's really interesting actually because hers was a time of a lot of reform. She definitely was the main reason that Henry VIII broke from the church and Rome and the Pope and everything like that, and set up his own Church of England so that he could be the head of it. And yeah, it's just really, really interesting to read all about that and see how it all came about, because even though I know it and even though I'm so fascinated by it, reading it in Anne's perspective is just so much more eye-opening, and it's just really, really interesting. So I am really enjoying that, but more on that later on because I need to go outside. It's currently 6:30 at night on a second day. I didn't want to update the first yesterday because we were just finding our feet and figuring out what to do and where everything was. But now that we're a bit more comfortable here, I will whack out the GoPro. I'm gonna take you guys down to the pool, which will hopefully be quite quiet now. Food service starts at 6:30, so most people will have gone in already to get ready for the evening's food. And we are gonna do that just after I show you guys the pool. So yeah, I'm gonna head off and do that. Tom is by the pool bar. We are all-inclusive in this holiday, which is fantastic. We always do all-inclusive just because I feel like we get our money's worth. I have definitely done so in the food department. I am just trying to devour everything. Yesterday I was a bit more hesitant with the drinks, but yeah, today I've had a few cocktails and I'm definitely gonna have a few more. So it does make sense for us to be all inclusive because you just don't have to think about anything, and it's just nice knowing that whatever you want you can have. So yeah, I'm gonna get the GoPro out of the safe. You can't even see me now, but I have it here. And yeah, I'll show you guys the pool, and hopefully I will take you guys into the pool with me because I would love to show you what it's like here. It's such a beautiful hotel. I've been to Greece before, but to Zante, so being in Kos and on an actual island is a lot different, and I'm really enjoying it so far, which is good. But yeah, I'm sorting out the GoPro now. I haven't actually used this since last year, actually, I don't believe, so it's gonna be fun to whack it out again, and of course take it on the boat trip with me too. But I can't for the life of me remember which attachments I need, so I'm gonna sort this out and then I will switch to the GoPro, show you guys the outside and the walk from our little balcony area to the pool, and take you guys with me into the pool as well. So yeah, give me a second and I will do just that. Right guys, so this is the little outdoor area that I showed you earlier, and our room is of course in here. And then if I turn, the path to go down to the pool is here, and you can already see the pool. It is so beautiful. As I mentioned, it's like 6:30 at night now, so the sun is starting to go down, but that doesn't mean that the pool is empty. There are quite a few people still here, and yeah, isn't this just so beautiful? I will never get tired of hearing this noise and seeing this view because yeah, it's just the most gorgeous thing, and I have just fallen in love with it, to be honest with you. As I mentioned, I have been to Greece before, so I did have an idea of what to expect. You guys know I love Greece and Greek history and things like that, but yeah, being here is just fantastic. So yeah, this is a little pool area. Our sunbeds are actually the two under this umbrella here at the minute, and then we have the kids pool and the bigger pool. But if I just walk around here, you will see Tom. Give us a wave, Tom. Because as I mentioned, he's at the pool bar. The pool bar is here, and then this place is all shaded. So he's got his favourite beer at the minute, which is what, Tom? Mythos. Very apt for Greece. And I've been on the Blue Lagoon, so yeah, that is what's going on there. And then I did want to start this, but I've only got up to chapter 1, so yeah, that's going to be my next read. I've put down the Anne Boleyn book for now just because I feel like this is going to be a faster paced one just for tonight. But yeah, this is what this place is looking like, and as I mentioned, I couldn't be more in love because it's just so pretty. And yeah, I have spent the majority of my days on the sunbed there, where I will probably be having a lot more days as well. Right guys, please excuse the state of me. I've just taken my hair down because we are going to go into the pool. It is now, what time is it, Tom? Do you know? 6:30. It was 6:30 earlier. 6:45. Wow, we are late. It's 6:45. This hair is crazy because it's been up all day. But as I said, we are going to go into the pool. So Tom is just going in, but I've just put my feet in there and it is freezing, guys. So wish me luck because, oh my gosh, that's cold. We came in earlier and it was cold, and now it's even colder, I think. So yeah, the sun is behind me there. I'm squinting now, but this is so funny. I'm gonna have to just go in a minute, but I'm too scared to do that. Oh, Tom's in. Oh. You're braver than me. Oh. I'll do it in a sec. It took me ages to get in the pool earlier. Nah. Oh, okay, Tom says it's not too bad. It's not as bad as earlier, so I'm gonna take heart from that. I'm gonna give him the GoPro now, and I'm just gonna dive in, I think. Oh, I'm scared. Hello? Oh my gosh, that's actually not as bad. It's not as bad as I thought, but still cold. We are in the pool, guys, and we have just tried to take some photos under the water, and then I will pop in our attempts now because that is hilarious. But Tom is going in these showers. They are violent, guys. The second one isn't as bad. This first one is really bad, but he's happy now. Oh my gosh. He's been wearing scalp protection, what's it called, sun cream all day, so now that the sun's going down he can go underwater. And it's hair wash day for me today as well because I just need to wash my hair, so I don't mind going under the water either. So yeah, it is lovely here, as I've said countless times. We have Michael Phelps over here. But it's a beautiful place, guys. Again, I'll show you what it's like in the light, but yeah, I love it. I'm so happy we decided to come here. It's very hard to swim holding the GoPro in one hand, but yeah. This is what it looks like now with the sun setting, and oh my gosh, what are you doing? He's showing off now, guys, now that the camera's out. But yeah, that's the pool bar, and then we're in the deeper end of the pool, so we have sun lounges all around, and then we have the apartment blocks. Ours is just behind this wooden thing there, and yeah, it's a lovely place. There are also 2 extra pools that are just kind of rectangular. They're not as kind of special as this one, I guess, but they're really nice as well. We haven't swam there though, have we, Tom? No. Because this is our main pool, it's right by our apartment, and of course it's closest to the bar, so of course we're going to stay here. But yeah, today's been really chill, doesn't it? We haven't done anything, we've just kind of lounged around. We were in the sun for a bit this morning, we went in the shade afterwards, had lunch, went back in the sun, then went back in the shade, so we're trying to make sure that we're not burning. Hopefully we haven't, but yeah, it's Tom, it's really fun. It's a lovely place, so quiet, and now that everyone's gone for a meal as well, it's such a difference, because normally we'd go adult only, but we didn't this time, and it's not actually been too bad. But yeah, being here now, it's definitely a lot more chilled, and it's just a lot nicer, to be honest with you, because people have been playing ball all day. So if you're trying to swim, or if you're just chilling, you are more than likely going to get hit by a ball, which did happen to us. So yeah, this is lovely now, having the place more or less to ourselves. And yeah, we're just going to have a little swim before we head back inside to have a shower and get ready for tonight. I might show you our meal tonight. It's not anything special, I don't think, but it might be nice for you to see what type of food we've been having. I have been having a bit of everything, to be honest. I've been quite indulgent. I have been having a lot of puddings. They serve pudding for breakfast, guys. I had cheesecake for breakfast this morning, which I'm not going to say no to. But yeah, I've been having a lot of puddings. I've also been making sure to have a salad, like a Greek salad, because how could I not? And yeah, I've had some cold meats, so like salami and things like that, which I love anyway, and pasta, to be honest. So yeah, I've been eating well, and Tom always has his little indulgence at dinner time, whereas I just have my indulgence all day long, to be honest with you guys. But I'll probably slow down now that I've had a bit of a taste of everything. But yeah, I'm going to stop motoring on now. Hopefully you enjoyed the footage of us trying to get a photo, and I'll probably check in when we're having dinner, like I mentioned, to kind of show you guys what food there is available. And then, as you saw earlier, we come up these steps, one more set of steps. Sorry if there's some water on the camera lens, I'll wipe it off, but yeah, proof. This is what I'm reading. I'm currently, where am I? Oh my gosh, getting my book wet. I'm up to part 4, which is page 457 now, so don't have too long to go on this one. I'm very excited to carry on with it and finish it. But now I think it's finally time to call it a day. We're gonna go in for a shower, gonna get changed and head off for a meal because we haven't eaten anything since like 1:15 today. So yeah, we're hungry now, definitely feeling it, and can't wait for a good meal. As promised, this is my dinner tonight. As I mentioned previously, loving the pasta. I got some broccoli, some sort of pie, rice, some pork, and then a Greek salad here. So a bit of a mismatch, but it's very nice. And I will have pudding as well, which I will show you later. And then this is my plate of dessert. So we have pineapple, a lot of it because I love pineapple. And then I'm honestly not sure what the rest of these are, but I could not resist. This cone thing looks interesting. Then we have a kind of syrup cake, we have a kind of mousse cake, and then it seems like we have a pastry with some cream in there. So I'm gonna give it a go and see what they're like. I've done it, guys. I have finished 6 Tudor Queens, Anne Boleyn, A King's Obsession by Alison Weir. I flew through this book, I knew I would, and yeah, the last 100 pages or so were actually really difficult to read. It was really sad because if you're familiar with Anne Boleyn, you'll know that she was Henry VIII's second wife, and she was beheaded because apparently she had committed treason and had been messing around with other men, which apparently she never did. But yeah, Henry kind of got fed up with her and wanted to get rid of her, and that was the easiest way, I suppose, to kind of do that. So it follows her life, her upbringing, her life before she met Henry VIII, and then of course the events after. We see a lot of the reform that happened as a result of her becoming Henry's mistress and then ultimately his queen. We see how the kingdom was divided, especially because they were Christians and they did love Catherine of Aragon, and they found Anne Boleyn to be a wicked sorceress that had corrupted the mind of their king, and yeah, they were just against her from the start, to be honest, which you can understand why, because yeah, everything that went on was crazy, but this was fantastic. It was so well written, as are all Alison Weir books. I just think it's such an accessible way to learn about the history, but with it also not being too dense. So I would highly recommend this book and this series in particular if you guys want to learn more about the Tudor era, because yeah, they are fantastic. Alison Weir is a historian, so while she does take creative liberty with some things, the majority of what is in here is factual, and she has a lot of references at the back of the book and things that kind of let you know where she's got her information from and the timelines and things like that. So it is all there. It is fantastic and I would highly recommend. I gave this one 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. Then I did pick up The Couple at the Table by Sophie Hannah, which is a thriller. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've only read the prologue, which is about 8 pages long, 9 pages. So I'm 9 pages into this book. Don't know why, I just wasn't feeling it, so I did put it down. But in this one, I am just going to read you the back because that is what sold me on this book. It says, a dream honeymoon, a nightmare dinner, a crime that seems impossible, and will you make it home alive? You're madly in love, newly married, and at an exclusive resort. You receive a note warning you to beware of the couple at the table nearest to yours. There are 5 other couples, any of them might have murder in mind. Who tried to warn you? Who is out to get you? Now that just sounds fantastic, which is why I brought it with me. Of course, with this being set in a resort, I thought that it would replicate mine and Tom's kind of holiday. So yeah, it's going to be a little close to home for us, but I thought that would kind of add to the thriller element of it. I don't know why, but yeah, those are the vibes I got essentially. But as I mentioned, started reading this, haven't really gotten that far in, but this is going to be my next read once I finish The Burning Shadow by Michelle Paver, which is book 2 in the Gods and Warrior series. Now this is one that I just kind of picked up on a whim today. I started The Couple at the Table, as I mentioned, and I just wasn't feeling it, so I decided to pick up this one. And so far I have read 60 pages of this one, I want to say. Let me just double check. Yeah, 60 pages, so I'm up to chapter 9. I've read that much, which doesn't seem to be a lot, but I sat down, started this one and flew through 60 pages. So yeah, this is going to be my next read that I'm going to focus on, and then after this one I will of course read The Couple at the Table. But this is a middle grade series in which we follow our main character Hylas, and at the start of the first book, him and his sister Izzy are separated. They're both attacked by a group of warriors and they don't know why, and then of course because of that they're both separated. Hylas then kind of takes it upon himself to find his sister, and so he sets off on a quest across the hostile mountains and treacherous seas of ancient Greece to try and get her back. However, along the way he does meet some friends. He meets a girl called Pyrrha, who is the daughter of a priestess, and she has run away from her bad situation. And he also meets a dolphin companion named Spirit, who helps him along the way. What I love about this series is that we do get the animal's perspective. So we do get Spirit's perspective in the first book and a lion cub perspective in this one, which I just love. It's definitely one of the main reasons that I love this series, and another one is the fact that Michelle Paver can just write scenes so beautifully, and her descriptions of the landscapes and things are just so vivid that you can truly picture you being there. And of course, with me being in Greece at the minute, it's such an amazing experience to be able to read this book and kind of see what our characters are seeing. Of course, this is like thousands of years ago, but there is some sort of connection there, and that is why I wanted to bring this on this trip, because I genuinely feel like I will have a really good connection to this book here. I loved the first book. I've loved the 60 pages that I've read of this one so far, and yeah, I cannot wait to carry on with it tomorrow. So I feel like that's been a very quick rambly update, but Tom is just waiting for me outside. We are about to head for dinner, but yeah, I finished my first book, which I gave 5 stars to. I then have 2 books on the go, but this one technically doesn't count. So my main priority is going to be The Burning Shadow. And then once I finish this one, I will of course read The Couple at the Table and let you guys know my thoughts on this one as well. For now though, as I mentioned, we're off for dinner. I am going on a boat trip tomorrow as well, so I probably won't update you until after that. I am filming a separate vlog for that just because I feel like we're gonna have a lot to do, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that one. And for now, I am gonna leave you here, but I will of course pop back in when I have some more updates for you guys and when I have done some more reading. Guys, as you've probably seen, I have not moved from this spot today, essentially. I have done to go to the bar to get a few drinks, but other than that, this is where I've spent most of my day. Now that is mainly because last night, Tom was extremely sick. And that's just to kind of sugarcoat it. He was in a really, really bad way. He was up all night being sick. And yeah, he just had a really, really rough one. So we think it was something that he ate, but it's really weird because him and I ate mostly the same things. We had a boat trip yesterday, so we got the same lunch, and then dinner we again got mostly the same, except he got lamb and a few other extra bits, but nothing that would have made him ill, especially not that ill. So bless him. Yeah, I was trying to sort that out this morning. I went to reception, I got him some water because the bars here don't open until 10 AM, and then I decided that I would just sit outside our room in case he needed anything, he pretty much went through the worst of it during the night, and so from about 7 o'clock onwards he was just trying to sleep it off. So yeah, I've just been sat out here the whole day essentially. He did come out to lunchtime, felt a little bit better, we headed in for lunch. He ate a few bits, but I think, yeah, that was a bit risky anyway, and as soon as we came back he just needed to lie down again because he said he wasn't feeling well. So yeah, that has been today, but we're just thankful that it has happened today and that it's not happened on our last day, which is tomorrow. So yeah, this holiday, guys, whilst it's lovely here, it's just not been the best for us. Starting it off with a 22-hour delay. I have been attacked by mosquitoes. I'll get Tom to show you my legs later because I have never been this bad. Like, they are so bad. And yeah, that's kind of spoiled the holiday a little bit for me because I haven't been wanting to go to the bars at night and sit outside because I've just been attacked this year, guys, and they're really itchy, they're really irritating, and they're really hurting. So that's me. And now of course Tom's ill, so yeah, it's just typical, but we've had a few nice days at least. We had the boat trip, which was lovely, and then yeah, we're kind of glad that it has happened now and not yesterday and not tomorrow. So hopefully he's gonna feel better tomorrow. But that is essentially why I've been sat out here all day and why I have managed to sit down and finish The Burning Shadow by Michelle Paver and get 112 pages into The Couple at the Table by Sophie Hannah. So I think when I last updated you guys I had read about 60 pages of this book, which was quite a decent chunk. But yeah, it was this little bit here and then I've read this chunk today. So I've definitely been productive, but this was such a fast-paced read. I knew it was going to be. That is why I decided to bring it with me on this holiday. The fact that it's set in Greece as well was just amazing to read. Michelle Paver has this knack of just putting you in that setting. Of course I am in Greece now, but reading her descriptions of the landscape and just how everything looks and feels, it's genuinely so immersive. And yeah, being able to read it whilst in Greece where this book is set was magical, and I'm so glad I decided to bring it with me because yeah, I flew through this. It was really nice to follow Hylas and Pida again. We have a different animal companion in this one who is the lion cub, which I'm not going to go into too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I love her so much as a character. We do get her perspective throughout this book, and whilst it is sad in some places, I feel like it's going to get resolved in the next few books, and I'm just hoping that everything turns out right for all of these characters because they've had a pretty crap life so far and they deserve a happy ending. So yeah, very happy to have finished book 2, and I will definitely be picking up book 3 as soon as I get home. And then The Couple at the Table. Now, as I mentioned, I'm 112 pages in, so I've read this much. I don't know how long this book is. Okay, it's pretty much 400 pages, so this is definitely going to be a longer one. I have managed to fly through the first 100 pages pretty quickly today though, and I definitely say that I'm a lot more engaged in the story now as opposed to the start, because obviously it is going to take you a while to kind of get your head around what's going on. This book opens a bit strangely as well because it opens with a letter addressed to a murderer, so that is pretty cool. But again, it took me a while to kind of get my head around what was actually happening, who was who. We have 2 different timelines in here. We have the timeline of when the murder actually occurred and what happened in the lead up to that, and then we have present day with our characters trying to piece together what actually happened. So we have 6 main characters in here. We've only really started to get to know them, but we have a police sergeant and a police detective. We have a woman who was murdered and her husband, and then we have another couple, and of course we have side characters, but we've not really seen too much of those yet because we haven't really seen too much about what happened on the night of the murder yet. So I can't tell you too much about this one because I don't want to give anything away, but from the first page you know who it is that is murdered, and I kind of like that because I like seeing what went on and how things played out, and then because of that you can then see who actually committed the crime. I just love that. So this has definitely been a good pick for me so far. I've just fallen straight into the story, and as I mentioned, I am pretty engaged in it now, and I do feel like as soon as I sit down and pick this book up again, I will just fly through it and devour it. So that's definitely good to know. It is a bit strange that these couples are all on holiday though, and yeah, that a couple that is sat next to them seems to have been warning them about a murder that's going to occur, but we've not really seen too much about that actually just yet, so I'm excited to see how it all plays out. I think I'm actually just going to make sure that I finish this one before starting another book now. I feel like I've been all over the place in my reading lately. I've had a historical fiction at middle grade and now a thriller, which are definitely not my usual things anymore, but yeah, I think it's been quite refreshing having a load of different books, and yeah, it's definitely paid off. I haven't really read as much as I wanted to on this holiday so far, mainly because we have just been so busy, but I am happy with the books that I've read. The two that I've finished at least have both been very high ratings. I didn't tell you, but I think this one is a 4-star. It's not as good as the Chronicles of Ancient Darkness series for me, but that may be because I have a personal connection to that series. It's the series that got me into reading, so it's bound to be one that has a special place in my heart. But yeah, this was 4 stars, the Anne Boleyn book was 5 stars, and then we'll see with this one. Hopefully it's a good one. The reviews on the front of this seem like it's going to be a really good one, and I didn't actually realise that Sophie Hannah had so many books out, and she's the one that is redoing the Poirot murder mysteries as well. So if I like this, it bodes well for the Poirot books that I own from her, so yeah. That is the plan now, finishing this. But tonight I think that Tom and I are going to brave the restaurants, and then I think what I'm gonna do, because this vlog has been pretty boring so far, or at least I believe it's been pretty boring so far, I'm actually gonna take you guys down to the beach and show you the sunset here, because guys, it is one of the most beautiful things that I've ever seen. We went down there the other day just on the off chance that we would see the sunset, and yeah, it blew my mind. I was genuinely sat there in awe for about half an hour, and I still can't get over it. It is one of the most beautiful things ever, and so I thought I would show you guys what it's like. So that is the plan for tonight. I'm not sure if we're going to stay out long because of course Tom's not feeling 100%. I'm not going to be out by myself if Tom's not there, especially as I mentioned because of the mosquitoes. I do want to say as well, you might be thinking that I sound a little bit unwell and nasally, and that is essentially because we've had the aircon on full blast. So apparently mosquitoes don't like a colder environment, and so we have been sleeping with the aircon on full blast, as I mentioned. But as a result of that, and with my immune system being so rubbish, I have got a cold. I have a really bad sore throat, and I feel so congested and fluey in my head. So yeah, as I mentioned, this holiday is just not the one apparently, but yeah, that is why I sound awful. I look awful just because I'm on holiday and I didn't fancy getting ready, but I do think that I'm gonna put a bit of an effort in tonight. Gonna go for a shower now, I'm gonna get myself ready, and then we're gonna go for a meal as I mentioned and wander down to the beach. Hopefully you guys really enjoy this. Hopefully it's going to be as pretty as it was the other day. I'm not actually sure whether I'm going to take this camera or the GoPro. The only issue with this camera is that it cuts off after 15 minutes, so there might be like a weird cut in the middle of the time lapse. I don't think it would affect it too much because I'd just be there putting it back on straight away, so yeah, I don't know, maybe this camera, but maybe I'll take both and see which footage is best and insert it. So if the angle's a bit weird, it's because I've switched to the GoPro, but if not, it's because I have this camera. But yeah, I'm gonna head off now because it is actually 6:30. I don't know when the sunset is today, so let me just check the weather app. It is at 3 minutes past 8, so we don't have a lot of time. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Right, we'll figure something out. I need to stop recording now and get changed. And yeah, I will take you guys down to the beach with me, show you what it's like, because I don't think I've shown you the beach yet, and show you guys the sunset as well. So yeah, the next clip you'll see will be of us hopefully walking down there. Right guys, so we have made it to the beach. This is what it looks like. It's really lovely here. I'm just gonna stop and take a photo, so bear with. Okay, taking my photos. Let's go. Oh my gosh, sneak peek of the sunset there for you. It's beautiful. Tom's up, he's alive.
He's feeling better. So we're not going to keep him out too long now, though, bless him. But yeah, look at this, you guys. Isn't this so pretty? So we've got toilets here, we've got the beach hut there, which I will show you now, but we are going to go down this way to get closer to the beach, where I can of course show you the beautiful sunset. So yeah, it's pretty windy down here today actually. Tom hates the sand as well, so this isn't going to go well for him. Oh, he's made it down there, and I'm just going to follow him now. So yeah, you're getting a sneak peek. Isn't this just so pretty? But yeah, the hotel guests are actually allowed to have some sunbeds here. Otherwise, I think it's €2 per sunbed and then €3 per umbrella. But as we are hotel guests, we get them for free, which is ideal. And we actually spent the day here the other day, which was really nice. Up here is the beach hut, as you can see. They play live music there sometimes. Again, because we're hotel guests, we get our drinks for free here as well. We're in the ultra all-inclusive band, not the just all-inclusive. So we paid a little bit extra to make sure that we did get these perks on the beach, because I love the beach and I'm not going to miss out on spending some days here. So yeah, that's essentially what we did. But I'm going to find somewhere to put you down now, and I hope you enjoy this time lapse of the beautiful sunset. I've just had to take a hold of the camera, guys, because these guys here have all just blocked my shot. But can you see the sun setting now? It's going down pretty fast now. But yeah, it's very, very pretty. It's actually not as striking as it was the other day, so I'm kind of gutted I didn't film then for you, but it's still just as beautiful, especially with the sea and the islands there as well. But yeah, it's going to fully disappear now. Once it starts going, it goes so quickly. But yeah, another beautiful sunset here in Kos, and I'm really happy that I did get to give you guys a glance into what this is like. And just like that, it has disappeared. Wow, that was so quick. But yeah, the sun's gone. And I am sorry about the people here, but obviously I can't control that. I wish that they wouldn't have been there, or that they would have moved a little bit further along. Can't do anything about that, I'm afraid. But yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous views. Even now, with the sunset, it's still just beautiful. It's got that pink kind of colour to it, and yeah, I love it. So, oh, what do you think of that sunset?
Yeah, it was alright.
Oh, it was alright. As I mentioned, Tom hates the sand, and he's also not really wanting to be here right now, so that's why he's a bit miserable. But yeah, I'm glad I got to show you that, and hopefully the footage was actually okay. And then just quickly, I know no one wants to see this, but I'm going to give the camera to Tom, and he is going to show you the bites, because, oh, maybe not that zoomed in, Tom, but yeah, look how many mosquito bites I have, guys. They are awful. They all hurt. I've got 2 on here actually, and I've also got 2 on here, so I'm just covered. I'm in pain. But yeah, that's the extent of them, and they are very, very bad. So in case any of you wanted to know, that is what they look like. That's what I've been dealing with this whole holiday. Another cool thing about this hotel, guys, is that they have a zoo. So in here, don't know if you can see it, it says mini zoo. And yeah, you can just see the animals here already. Look how cute. They're much more active now because obviously it's a lot cooler for them, but we have some deer. Oh, they're cute. Look at the antlers on this one, guys. They're massive. Oh, he's trying to get out of the grass. We would give him some grass, but it says not to feed the animals, so we're not going to do that just in case we get in trouble. But look, it's Bambi. Gorgeous. Oh, and then they have some budgies, different birds as well around here. Again, look at the size of its antlers. Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, a lot of different birds here. And then they've got a kind of, oh, spear, it's a baby. And then up here they actually have a massive kind of pond area which houses a lot of different birds, as you will see now. There were some black swans here the other day. Yeah, they're still there. Again, look how pretty they are. So the black swans, we have some geese, we have ducks, and just, yeah, all different types of birds here. And they love it here, of course, because of the water. And then if we follow Tom around the corner here, they have some parrots. Now I do actually feel quite sorry for these because they don't have a massive cage, but they're really, really pretty, stunning birds. And very loud as well, but yeah, they're so pretty. And then further along down here, don't know how well you'll be able to see, but we have some goats, and we also have some chickens on the fence as well. Try not to scare them, I won't get too close. But you can hear the parrots really going at it in the background. They're making a lot of noise, but look how pretty these goats are. There's a lot of them as well. I think they must have just been fed because they're all kind of congregating there. Oh, he's coming to say hello. Hi. Gosh, look at the horns on that. Yeah, they could jump over this fence easily. But they have a good life here, don't they? The staff at the hotel were saying how they get treated and stuff, and it's actually lovely. It's more of like a conservation effort, and just to make sure that they're kept safe and that they do have shelter, food and water, which they wouldn't necessarily get otherwise. But yeah, I've made a lot of friends here, and there's another one over there. I don't know if, oh, it's gone down. I was going to say, I don't know how well you can see, but it's having a good old scratch. And this one is as well. And then in the field here we have some Shetland ponies as well, which I don't know how well we'll be able to see. But yeah, lots of different animals here. I don't think they have any other like big animals, they are just birds. But yeah, you can see that there are quite a few here. These are really cool and different. Don't know which birds these are, but they're really smart. And then we've made it back to the deer section, so I think Tom's waiting for me here. Yeah, so we're gonna head back now. Oh, this is my favourite part. It's the guinea pigs. Oh my gosh, there's a baby guinea pig. Oh my gosh, they're cute. Oh my gosh, guys, look at it. Hi. Oh, that's adorable. There we go. I think it's actually focusing on the guinea pigs now instead of the cage. Oh, I love them so much. I used to have guinea pigs. I really do love them, but I'm highly allergic, so not the best place for me to be right now. This is a funny surprise, guys. We've got a minion here. So not only do we have a zoo, we've got the minions as well. So there you have it, guys. That was a look at the little zoo and the beach and the sunset. Really hope you enjoyed seeing more of this place because it is really beautiful, and yeah, the staff here are amazing at keeping it all clean, and they're just fantastic in general. They're so lovely, and yeah, they really do work hard to make sure that you have a fantastic holiday. Behind me here we have some mini golf, which Tom and I are planning on doing tomorrow, I think. So again, that will be in this vlog at some point. But this is what the sky is looking like now. It's gone a lot darker, it's still beautiful though. And yeah, like I mentioned, the mini golf is here. For now though, I do think that we are gonna head back to possibly bed. We do need to stop by at reception though to see if we can have a late checkout tomorrow, because otherwise we need to be out the room by 12 and our transfer from here isn't until 10 PM. So we're gonna have a long day otherwise, so yeah, we're gonna do that, and I'll chat to you later on. Guess who's playing mini golf, guys? It's us, in case you couldn't guess. This is what the course looks like. And once again, we're here when the sun is setting and it just looks so, so pretty. Tom's found hole number 1. Ah, this looks pretty straightforward, but yeah, we've got a long way to go, and Tom's going to be keeping score.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought I'd done it. Okay.
Gutted. Dyma fydd ydi. Mua meddwl si chdi o ddi.
Oh my gosh, how do I get up to? Nice. Oh. Well done.
Na. Dyma fydd ni yn. Shot. Dwi'n gwybod lle mae o.
Ella dim yr un gorau i ffilmio, dwi wedi colli gawnt.
5. Beth oedd hwnt efo? Chdi.
We're back from golf, you guys. Tom won, obviously. That was a really difficult course, but I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we did it at the time we did it because the sun was setting, as you saw, and as soon as the sun fully set, the bugs were out in full force. So we had about 2-3 holes left when that happened, and yeah, we got out of there. I feel like I'm itchy all over now, it's horrible. But today is our last day. We are leaving today. We're leaving in about an hour and a quarter. We've had a late checkout, which is great. We've got the room until 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is when we're leaving. So now we're just finishing off our packing and we're gonna go up to reception. So I'll chat to you guys properly about the book and everything like that later on. But for now, we need to make sure that everything is packed and ready to go. And I need to change as well because I'm not wearing this dress to the airport. I've got a jumpsuit, which, yeah, you'll see me in a bit. Right, you will probably be able to tell that I am no longer on holiday or at the airport. I have actually made it home. Now I'm so sorry that the last 2 days were a bit chaotic. I didn't really film too much, and when I did, I didn't really tell you what we were doing or what day it was, so I do apologise. Hopefully you did manage to follow along though. But I did want to close off this vlog because I have edited it. I actually really do like this vlog. I think it is a nice one because I did manage to show you guys a lot more of what we were doing this time around. I think my last vlog was a lot more reading focused, which is fine, but I do feel like that can be a little bit boring sometimes, so I do hope you enjoyed what you have watched. I'm here though to let you guys know that I did in fact finish The Couple at the Table by Sophie Hannah. I can't actually remember if I finished this in the airport or not. I don't think we did because we had a really late flight and I was gonna read this on the plane, but then I just completely crashed. I think we flew at like 2 o'clock in the morning and there was no way I was able to stay up. All the lights in the plane were off anyway because a lot of people did want to sleep. So yes, I didn't manage to completely finish it. I don't even know where I got up to be honest, but the main thing now is that I have finished it. I'm not too sure on my rating for this one, guys. I feel like it's a 3.5, but I don't know whether to round it up to a 4 on Goodreads because I feel like a 4 is a little bit too high, but then a 3, I don't know, I feel like I enjoyed it more than a 3, so I'm a bit conflicted with this one at the minute. But the mystery in this was really well done. I like the dual timeline that we got. I love the different POVs as well, and I do feel like the ending was actually quite satisfying, though I am still trying to play out how logically a few things could have happened in my head. But all in all, I feel like it makes sense and I did have a good time reading it. It definitely took me a while to get into this book. I'm not sure if it was just the large cast of characters or what, but by the end I was familiar with each and every single one. A lot of people in here, as usual with a thriller, do have a motive and you are on the edge of your seat until the very end. I personally didn't figure out who did it. I had an inkling, but again it's more of the fact that I didn't know how this murder had been committed, so I just couldn't tell you 100%, but yeah, it was quite a satisfying thriller. I think I'm actually going to gift this to my mum because she loves her thrillers as well, and yeah, I definitely think she would enjoy this one. So all in all, guys, I did read some pretty good books whilst on holiday. Now, it's not as much as I would normally read. I seem to read less and less every year, but then again, I think I'm just coming to terms with the fact that I've booked a holiday abroad for a reason. I want to be out there seeing the different sights and experiencing things that I couldn't do here. Sometimes a day reading by the pool is lovely, but other times it's the last thing I want to do. And of course, we did miss out on a full day because of our delay, which TUI still hasn't contacted us to resolve the issue, so I will definitely be emailing them and phoning them again soon. Tom was ill that one day, which is how I did manage to get the majority of my reading done, but of course that meant that we couldn't really leave the apartment that we were in. And then we did of course go on a boat trip, and I didn't take my book with me there because I wouldn't have had time to read. So all in all, started off this vlog strong. We had a 5-star read. This was definitely a surprise for me. I wasn't planning on reading it this holiday really. I bought it as a kind of break book, meaning that if I read the thriller, I could maybe read a few pages of this to kind of break up the thrillers that I was reading, but I flew through this one, couldn't put it down, really did love it, and it's one of my new favourites. I have since started the 3rd book in the series, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for a reading vlog featuring that one soon. Then, of course, I read The Burning Shadow by Michelle Paver. I gave this one 4 stars. I really did enjoy it. It's a short, fast-paced middle grade book that is easy to get lost in. I loved reading this in Greece. I felt so connected to the characters and the setting, the world, everything essentially in this book. I absolutely loved it. I haven't started the next book in the series, and I don't know when I'm going to because we're going into the colder months now, and I'm not sure if I can fit these onto my TBR. I think the next month that I could possibly read one of these would be November, so we'll see. Hopefully I do manage to prioritize these because I don't want to stop reading them in the middle of a series because I'm notoriously bad at doing that, guys. And then we had The Couple at the Table by Sophie Hannah, which is a 3.5 star, but I'm not sure how to round it up on Goodreads just yet, so my rating for this one is still pending. By the time my wrap up goes live, we will have a concrete rating for this book, but for now it is a 3.5. I really did enjoy all of these books. I'm really glad that I managed to read them. I am sad though that I didn't manage to get to the other 3 books I was planning on reading. Those were Wrong Place, Wrong Time, Nothing More to Tell, and Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. And as was the case with the next book in the Gods and Warriors series, I don't think I'm going to be reading these before Christmas because I do have a lot of darker, spookier, Christmassy books as well that I would like to get to before the end of the year, and so those might be put on hold now until 2024. Oh, that's horrible to say, but I definitely want to make them a priority, so let me know if you would like a kind of 24 books I want to read in 2024 video or something like that, or a top priority TBR for 2024. I definitely feel like I need to do that to keep me accountable, so yeah. If that's something you'd be interested in, please do let me know. But I am going to end this video here. I really hope you guys have enjoyed coming along with me on holiday. Even though we had so many things go wrong, we did end up having an amazing time. But it's very nice to be back home now with Kiwi and the rest of my books. But as you can tell, I'm in a jumper because it's currently raining. So I wish I was still back at Kos for the sunshine, but there is something nice about being back at home. If you have made it this far through into the video though and would like to let me know that you're still here, please go ahead and leave me some holiday related emojis down below. I feel like this is one of the last summary videos that I'm gonna do, so I am gonna milk the colourful summary emojis. I know I say it all the time, but seeing you guys comment the emoji of the video truly does mean the world to me, so if you are still here but don't have anything in particular that you would like to say, please go ahead and comment that now. As well as that, please don't forget to click the like button if you like this video and the subscribe button if you'd like to see more content from me. But that is it for me today, guys. Once again, I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon in my next video. Goodbye!